definitely use the rain, but it's also going to make for a very wet track tonight here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California. Tonight we will wind up Week 5 with a good battle, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Strap in. This will be a good one. 2 one-loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25.
This could be it. This could be a
Samuel going to go in motion right. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Let's get two. Let's go. In the pocket. This is asleep.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. You talk about this Seahawk defense. And they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
You have to like the way that they played in the first month. They have to be very proud being a top 10 unit against the pass. Their goal, though, in this one, see if they can improve that ranking.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. Working the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And he used the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
The Niners at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First drive, a nice sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock. Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
It is a part of the country that could definitely use the rain, but it's also going to make for a very wet track tonight here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California. Tonight we will wind up Week 5 with a good battle, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. You look at this Niner defense. They were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
Looking to throw. Hooker. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. And we're going to stop play here at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. They go play action here. Purdy. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Channing Tindall. And the Seahawks are going to have it here just past the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Hooker. Going up top. Oh, wow, complete. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. It's a big play there for Seattle. And even 60 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Quick throw by Hooker complete. Touchdown! Jackson Smith-Njigba. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So what we are made of offense.
Purdy off the play fake. They'll roll it out away. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. You talk about this Seahawk defense, and they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
Play action, now Purdy. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. A 40-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. This defense for the Niners, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
All play action. Here's Hooker. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he's got it inside the 10. And all-around touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 68 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 14-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Oh, good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He might score. And they finally got to him at the 2-yard line. Almost coast to coast. What a great return. They'll be set up beautifully. How about this starting field position? 1st and goal from 2 yards out. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to lose yardage here. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Boys, you got this.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
This is just not fun anymore.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Right now. You can
the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Come on, focus, boys.
Guys, dig deep.
Get a touchdown!
Defense may be thinking pass. They come out in the nickel on 3rd and goal.
We're right there, baby.
They're right here on 3rd and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Niners are back within a score. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Moody good with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Yeah, that's what we do. That's what we do.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing. Hooker. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 27-yard line. First down throw here. It's Hooker. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a first down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Again, it's Hooker looking to throw. Escaping the pressure, and they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. That's on the tackle, Braden Smith. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. Throwing on 2nd and long. Hooker flushed out right. This will be caught at about the 3. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still 3rd and goal that they face now.
In it to win it.
And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force them into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. And the first play will be a field goal try. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. Myers' kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Way to make the play. Yeah, keep it up. Keep it up. Woo! We got more where that came from. No, the owner is happy. That's what we do. That's what we do. Ready up.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. He's got his man in the crossing route. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. We knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
Well, when you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long.
Let's air it out here, fellas. You can't keep up with our attack offense.
Purdy.
And
that will be incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Give out some pain.
Return!
Stop him before he breaks loose.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Okay, ready?
Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's fly around the football defense!
Here's Hooker to throw it. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
From the gun, it's Hooker. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Hooker's going to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now Hooker going to change things up a bit. Now they'll audible to something else. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. His 5th rushing touchdown on the year, number 7 overall. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. Back to the air on 2nd down, Purdy. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Purdy now to throw off the play action. They'll buy some time right. And he will find his man Samuel. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 31. Once more, Purdy looking to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Purdy to throw again on 2nd and 10. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, it looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Okay, let's make some good plays today.
Purdy now to throw. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Reek Woolen. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Turnover! No! Supposed to throw it to the other team. Gave him back the rock.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Hooker. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
Working out of the shotgun, Hooker. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, they have really gotten after him in this first half. He's been on the run throughout. And you can imagine he just might have some words for his linemen come halftime.
Pete Carroll looks like he likes his chances with the offense on the field. They're going for it on 4.
Right now, team.
They'll go for it. Hooker. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a first down.
And they'll get this down to the 10. 51 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Please, come on!
Here we go!
Hold the line! You can do it, baby!
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Looking to throw, Hooker. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
He's thrown 1 interception already, and that doesn't necessarily mean the rest of the game is going to go like that. But it does seem that he's a little bit off in his approach to this one.
Yeah, it does. And that was a risky throw right there.
Got to be careful about taking care of the ball, making sure you get back within yourself. I mean, those mechanics that they work on all the time, they're there for a reason. Kind of get back to those and maybe tamp it down a little bit.
2nd and 10. Throwing again. Hooker. That's caught. Touchdown, Seahawks. from 10 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to add on to their first half lead. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And the lead is now 24. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. And he will get all the way into the end zone as he's out of bounds, but not before getting it down inside the 10. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Niners are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. And he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you score once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Booker. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sacked on 1st down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
There you go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Right here, right now. He's the defense. Make him feel it, baby. All movement here, guys. Defense. Make us proud. Right here. Right now.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Sliding out of the pocket. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Flushed out right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Where's your car at?
Now a 2nd and 10. Hooker. And that's going to be incomplete.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
You know the owner's happy with that one.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Hooker going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. Oh, he's going to be brought down there in the field of play. And the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit.
Put them in their place. Come on. That's your goal line. Shut them down, defense. Here we go.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position.
You got more where that came from. That's what we do. That is what we do.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Channing Tindall. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Purdy will set up to throw it here. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 38-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. To throw on 2nd down, here's Hooker. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, It's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 73 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
2nd and 8 at the 25-yard line.
From the 25, here's a 2nd and 8. Throwing. Hooker. He will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair. Because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6.
Let's get it, man.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. On 3rd down, they run for it here. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Seahawks have opened the lead up to 30. On 3rd down and short and everything well executed, he not only gets the first down, Charles, he gets the touchdown as well.
And you see the defense commit to the run so often in these situations, but there's always that little bit of hesitancy, isn't there, partner? Thinking that they may play action you. They took advantage of that hesitancy and found their way into the end zone with a running play.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
49ers 14. Jason Myers to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
A 2nd down throw for Purdy. Rolling to his right. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, They brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Caldwell. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short.
I can't believe what I want.
Purdy on 4th down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Niners first down as they get it rather easily there. A gain of 9 on 4th and 3. Purdy from the gun. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They have their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Taking a shot for Samuel. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
When the running game's not working sometimes, you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Purdy. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Purdy sets up to throw again. They'll roll him out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing on 2nd and long. Purdy. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Reek Woolen. And the Seahawks will take over here just shy of the 30. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
91 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
And this will be a Seahawks first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Inside handoff, Henry. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Here's Hooker to throw it. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 24-yard line. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Well, those backups on the sideline, they got to be eagerly anticipating the 4th quarter upcoming. Look at the size of the lead, how they're moving the football. This defense really struggling and giving up plays like we just saw. Touchdown! A great play there with his second touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Now Myers for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
52, 49ers 14.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Purdy looking to throw. It's completed to Caldwell. And he gets it down to the 32. A big play there for the Niners. 46 yards.
And what a call, because they ran a triple out route. 3 guys running out routes at varying depths. And then they let an inside receiver try and sneak free and run deeper downfield, and he does. And the defense out of sorts here, and it turns into a big play.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost
nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And this is taken in at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll try again. Across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Moody good with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This taken in right around the goal line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They can definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they'll put in a lot of backups to do it and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to get them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
Hooker now on second down. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
At least this time he's getting hit after a positive play for his offense. The pressure was coming through yet again, but he certainly didn't stick around for the sack on this occasion. Found an escape route and ended up getting the first down before taking the hit.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
From the 33, here's a 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Hooker. He'll buy some time right. And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. 41 yards.
And this has been the story all night long. They just came out firing and have not backed off, even with the big fourth-quarter lead. Here's another completion for big yardage.
Hooker on first down. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now Hooker. His throw caught right around the 6. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great play there. 32 yards. And the Seahawks look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense. And quickly, they get to the line. Looking to throw on second down. Moody, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Myers connects on the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. 9 time is left. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Purdy's throw taken in by Samuel. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Purdy will look to throw again here. He finds Kittle going across the field. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sound.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
And CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about here. But it may be cliche, but give them credit for this. They've continued to fight and scratch and claw, and they get the touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And I'm okay with that cliche, all right? Maybe it'll alleviate the sting a little bit because at least they can look in the mirror and realize they fought all the way through. Horrible game for them, not one they'll want to remember, but at least they'll keep their heads up and have some pride when they leave this stadium.
This fielded right at the goal line. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. And they get a 4th quarter pick, a little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. And he's got it. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed, I did, my good man. Well, CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about or really grasp onto in this game. They've been dominated, but at least they get a late touchdown here, something positive to put on film for tomorrow's session.
Yeah, they're still trying to execute, trying to get some positives on their board and ledger sheet and keep this from being a total loss. Give them credit. They're going down fighting.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Now he's loose again. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Hooker. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. First down throw here. It's Hooker. is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Again, it's Hooker looking to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.